demilitarize. Get rid of them tanks, yo. Who they think they dealing with? Who they think they dealing with? Those are the same weapons that they use over in Israel. Who you think you dealing with? You gonna use them on our Palestinian brothers and sisters, and then gonna try to come here and use it in our communities? Ain't happening. We need to demilitarize. Now let me read this verbatim, y'all, before I get in trouble. Let me read this verbatim. This is official. The murder of Michael Brown and its aftermath has exposed the ongoing crisis of police on black crimes. As we work toward justice for the Brown family, we must also address the ongoing systemic problems of police practice in brown and black and all oppressed communities. So, as far as Atlanta, the 4 organizations that I talked about, these are some of the things that we're demanding. You'll lock it up, thank you. It's gonna get good, y'all. All right. Thanks for the support, man. How y'all doing? Good, good. Don't forget, y'all need some waters. We can start passing some out. There's a healing space over there, children's space. All right. But the Atlanta demands goes as follows. 1, to re-examine and reform the laws governing police force policy in Atlanta, Fulton County, DeKalb County, and all metro jurisdictions. This includes dismantling or restructuring internal review boards. We need more power. When we say we got questions, we want answers. Give subpoena power to Atlanta community review boards and allow them to have more impactful presence in law enforcement to city relations. Number 3, allow the UN, United Nations, to step in and to investigate humanitarian relief efforts on the ground here in the United States. These efforts should be based with the intent to eradicate prevalent patterns of racial inequality within our communities' governing bodies. Remember, y'all, we charge genocide. Come look at this shit. You can smell it in the air. Excuse my language. That just got me all the way turned up. Number 4, demand that the Department of Justice reopen Kendrick Judson's case in Valdosta. Investigate evidence inconsistencies with a thorough and completely transparent manner. And number 5, create legislation targeting police accountability. Wearing video lapels on their cameras. We see them. We see them, son. We see them. And those are just a few, y'all. Those are just a few. We know that the concerns and the conditions that plagues our communities every day, they're not even on this list yet. And that's why it's important that we hear what each other has to say, that we get in spaces where we can analyze what the core problems is, where the boot is on our neck, so we can find ways to strategize to put pressure on them and them to get rid of it. All right? So those are the demands, and we'll have those posted, and those will be on social media. If you follow the hashtag, we charge genocide, ShutItDownATL, etc., etc. All right, y'all. I gotta go get some water. But in the meantime, Mickey B, where you at? Mickey B, where you at? Mickey B, come on up here. Come on up here. Mickey is a young, queer leader in our community, doing amazing things. This is the type of leadership that's standing up and fighting back, y'all. And there's a movement. This movement has hands large enough for everybody. How you doing, Big A? How you doing, brother? Yes. All right. Mickey, there you go.
Thank you, baby. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I gotta tell you, I was back there getting my life when they were singing. I was back there like, yes, yes. Did y'all like the singing? Give me a yes. How many of you know where that phrase comes from? It comes from the black gay community. That's right, we are here. Yes, girl, yes. Get into it. We are here and we are standing with you in solidarity. Because your struggle is my struggle. So when I say Black Lives Matter, you say Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
Black Lives Matter.
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 And when I say Black Lives Matter, I mean all black lives. I mean gay black lives. I mean trans black lives. I mean poor black lives. I mean black lives that have never known their value. I mean black lives that have grown up in places you can never imagine. I mean black lives. When do black lives start to matter? You heard from Monica Ray Simpson, who works for a reproductive justice organization. Do black lives start to matter in the womb?
Yes.
Oh, they do? Oh, okay. How do black lives matter? How do they matter in America? Do I have any artists here? Raise your hand if you are an artist, if you are sitting on a body of work, if you are a singer, a poet, a painter, a performance artist, a dancer, if you write. Raise them high, raise them high. Forget the ice bucket challenge, this is the Black Lives Matter challenge. Each and every one of you, I am challenging you right here and now to create something, to build something, to leave a legacy that teaches the world who we are. You and I are the leaders of these communities. We are the ones who put out the work that tells everyone else what to think, how to fight, how to build, how to love.
All right.
This is our world. And we control the ways in which people communicate about our world. Did you know that information about Mike Brown was on Twitter long before it was on any mainstream media? Do you know what power that is? Don't forget. Do you know what power you have? Take out your phones right now. Everybody hold up your phones. That is your power. That is your power to record. That is your power to tweet. That is your power to download apps that will change this world, that will change this system, that will change everything that we have come to know. When I say Black Lives Matter, I mean Black Lives Matter. This is the new Jim Crow. This is not the same stuff our parents dealt with. I talked to my mother when the decision was made yesterday, and she said, I don't think I'm ever going to see this change in my lifetime. I have never seen my mother break down like that. Will you help me prove my mother wrong?
Right.
Will you help me prove my mother wrong? I challenge you to make them see that Black lives matter. I challenge you, young folks. I challenge you, white allies. Yes. Because white allies, this is just for you. PSA. Thank you, Sis L. It is up to you to do your part. You need to donate your time and your money that you earned on the privilege you didn't earn. You need to talk about these injustices to your families. You need to push for policy and procedure change. Because when I sign my name on these... Excuse me.
Give us some water. Give us some water.
Because when I sign my name on these petitions, I sign it with my blood. And you sign it with a check.
Say that, Mickey. The revolution ain't free.
We are all in this together, whether you like it or not. And I will not have any white allies, whether they say they are for me or not, around me until you show me the receipts. I'm gonna say it just like Whitney. Show me the receipts, please. One more time. Black lives matter.
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 One more time. Black lives matter. All right.
Delicious. There we go. All right. How y'all doing? What time is it, y'all? It's almost 2 more minutes. We who believe in freedom, what? We who believe in freedom? 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 Yes, y'all. We will not rest. We will not rest. We are already 2 hours in, and there are still people coming. There are still folks like, what are they doing? But yeah, we're going to put y'all on real quick for the folks who just got here. Again, this is in response and in solidarity with our brothers and our sisters in Ferguson. And we also are bringing this fight home because we know that the same conditions that breed uprisings like Ferguson is happening here in Atlanta, is happening across this state. And we want to create the space of nonviolent protest and demonstration to sit at each other's feet, to learn about the work that is happening, for folks to get plugged in, to celebrate, because you know what? Our win is bigger. There may not have been an indictment, but our win was bigger. Sometimes, some folks, this is their first time at a rally. Our win is bigger, y'all. For some folks, this is the first time they heard a Sada Shakur chant. Our win was bigger, y'all. We got that. Coalitions, alliances, groups have been forming. People that don't really talk too much are talking across the aisle to one another. Our win was bigger, y'all. Our win was bigger. Our people are here tonight. Our win was bigger, y'all. All right, so I don't know about y'all, but again, we're going to take 4 minutes, 4 minutes of silence on the top of every hour to acknowledge and reflect on the 4.5 hours that our brother lay in the street, and they didn't let his mother nor his daddy touch him or say goodbye or cover him up. We're going to hold that space. We're going to hold that space. It's 7 o'clock. Let's be silent.
Didn't even need to ask if I was all right, because she had been watching the news from her brand new satellite, and she and her old head crew been going to the river every night with a prayer, a demand, some dancing, some house, and some sacrifice. She knew I was something wrong, had felt me running to her, could see me coming, because I was learning that I was a beautiful black girl living in a world looking all wrong. And all my questions and all my grief for pretty young black children like me, children getting the ground shot from under their feet poured into her lap. All the mug shots and crime scene tapes, all the babies born and unborn, all the concrete slurping of blood, all the sweatshirts of hoodies from the Saudi metallic pool in her lap, and her hands took them and shaped them into a long river of things long thought forgotten. Long rivers of bodies found in the alley while someone walked slowly to the candy lady. Long rivers of brown legs and checkered dresses snatched up and split on the road dirty. Of the Newports that didn't make it home because he didn't come home that night. Of the ghoster in the ocean washing up on the shore, traveling the highway. Of the church shoes forever empty because he left and never came back. Of the man on the chain gang with the birthmark under his ear and that one-of-a-kind neck. Of the good time woman who gave them too much. Of the young cat with too much lip and too much stuff. Of the preacher who only knew one way to be a real leader. Of the woman who was everybody's mama because everybody needed her. Of the boy who whistled and the girl whose hips switched. And the man who chopped whatever had to be chopped and the woman who stood everything that had to be stitched. Of the heat that cooks this land into a pot of strange fruit that's hard to swallow. She said, don't swallow that because on it you'll choke. Don't carry it because your back will be broke. It ain't pretty. What I have to say ain't no answers, no rationales, no reasons. Sometimes justice is swift, sometimes it takes seasons, and sometimes justice don't come. Sometimes I don't know how much of our blood will be enough. How many midnight trains we gotta take. How many guns we gotta hide behind door frames that shake. How much can we sing, we shall overcome? How many times can we ask, can we all just get along? How much walking in fear between wherever and home? I don't know what to do, not outside of resist, love, and protect. I'll tell you one thing, sure nothing for sure. We can't bury them deep enough without these spirits rising and walking these roads. After we pull their bodies down and release the news, the spirits dance and the leaves loose. Thank you.
Ain't no way in hell I'm finna keep getting the enemy my money. Ain't no way in hell. But guess what, though? I'm gonna cut it short because Malachi want his shine time, and I can't be taking up too much time. He got a song he want to present to y'all. I want to leave y'all with this. Fuck Black Friday! 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 Introduce the song you want to do.
My song is I Am a Mountain from R. Kelly. I am a mountain, I am a tall tree, oh, I am a swift wind, sweeping the country. I am the river, down in the valley, oh, I am a vision, and I can see clearly. If anybody asks you who I am, just stand up tall, look them in the face and say, I'm that star in the sky, I'm that mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it, I'm the world's greatest, and I'm that little bit of hope. I'm not that something so I can feel it, I'm the world's greatest. I am a giant, I am an eagle, oh, I am a lion, looking in the face and say, I'm that star in the sky. I'm that mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it. I'm the world's greatest. And I'm that little bit of hope. With my best foot against the road. I can feel it. I'm the world's greatest.
One thing I want to challenge all the young organizers or potential organizers. If you're not connected with a youth organizing group, please connect with a youth organizing group. We got the Malcolm X Grass Movement. We got hashtag is bigger than you. We got Southern, my bad, S.O.N.G, I call it S.O.N.G, but Southern on the new ground doing their thing. And of course, we got the Gen Y Project. And for a minute, can y'all please take out y'all phone, please, for one more time. I know y'all get tired of doing these texting things, but I want to give y'all one more text to pull out so y'all can be informed about what Gen Y have going on. Because we started a Cam on Cops campaign so these cameras can be on these cops so they can be held accountable for their actions. Yes, of course it's gonna be loopholes in the system. Of course they still gonna get away with murder, but guess what? We're gonna let them know that we politically educated and we gonna do campaigns to come at their legislation system and their policies. So can you please text the word S-O-A-R, SOAR to 69866. And we're going to inform you about the upcoming events we have. And like I say, please plug in with a youth organization. We have to show the world they matter to us. Let's gather in solidarity every day. You will not drive down Peachtree Street. You will not get on Martin without someone talking to you. Do you know about Mike Brown, brother? Do you know that they shot him in his head? Did you know that they shot him in his head? Oh, God, they shot him in his head. How do you explain that? What evidence legitimizes that? Headshot from a cop. They trained in their police academies to aim for center mass. Listen, I'm from a little city called Philadelphia. Now Philadelphia is very similar to Atlanta in some differences. They had something called MOVE in Philadelphia. Now, in Philadelphia, they had their own sustainable communities. Look, the whole hood supported MOVE. They had their own crops. They looked after their own children, had their own schools. Do you know what they did to MOVE? They burned down the whole damn street. They burned down a street, they bombed them. They didn't let the fire trucks put it out. They burnt the whole hood. And when the children ran out and the elders ran out, they shot them. No criminal charges. Are you surprised? No. Raise your hand if you surprised. I don't see nobody. Who's surprised? Are you surprised? Are you? I don't suppose you will be. Listen, we at Underground Atlanta, right? 50 years ago, this is where Atlanta race riots went down. You know why it's underground? Because we built on top of the ashes. All this was on fire. Did you know that? Why don't the people know? Did you know that the media is lying to you about Ferguson right now? Did you know that? Why is it that we choose to listen to the media instead of our brothers and sisters? Do you suppose that the officers will tell you the truth? Who's going to tell you the truth? Who? You're right. You got to listen to your brothers and sisters. It's so beautiful to see Chinese brothers, to see gay brothers, to see tall brothers, short brothers, brothers from other continents I ain't never seen, maybe never will. But justice is a global movement. How many people know over in China right now in Guangxi province, their workers went to sleep on the highway. They were so tired, they worked like slaves. How many people make just enough money to get by? Who makes just enough money to get by? Look, how many people ever had their food stamps cut off? That's a tough problem, ain't it? Why are they limiting those amounts, but they can afford helicopters? The helicopters are very expensive.
Do you know how much a commercial warplane costs? A commercial warplane costs twice as much as an elementary public school. Wow. That's how much it costs. Fuck a number. Do you know how much a black life costs?
Wow. Can't put a price tag on it.
It's priceless.
Say it, Z.
You can't afford it.
Say that, Z.
You can't afford it. Everybody loaded with unlimited ideas for the betterment of this world. So every life matters. So every time any brother is killed, whether he is white, black, or Asian, we must be there. When they kill a gay brother, we must be there. When they arrest a Chinese brother, we must be there. We are justice. No justice! No peace! No justice! No justice! No peace!
I told y'all, we gonna educate, we gonna agitate, and we gonna do what? We gonna organize. We gonna organize. We gonna take this information and our